Rose once told me, one of the greatest gifts you could ever receive is the opportunity to challenge yourself. When you're committed to personal growth, the only person you are competing with is yourself. There is no other competition. Each day, the only intent you should have is to be better today than you were yesterday. And with each week, each month, and each year, the goal is to become exponentially better than you were before. That means at minimum, you become twice the person you were 6 months ago.
Bless up yourself, one and all. Welcome to the Troy Graham Experience. I am the aforementioned Troy Graham, and on tonight's show, I am happy to see this brother once again. I'm not sure if he's ever been on the Troy Graham Experience, but I know he's been on Major Key a couple of times with me. But today we're introducing former 140-pound champion. This man took on, I think, three Hall of Famers back to back. He's here. He's a he's a father. He's an entrepreneur, and he is a chef. And he's going to tell you about all those things. Welcome, Mr. DeMarcus, DC's own Chop Chop Corley. What's going on,
Hey,
brother?
man. How you doing, man? I'm doing good, man. I'm tired from working out early today and running.
Okay, okay. Yeah, boy. Well, you stay in shape. I know that about you. We
I
stay in
got to.
shape. You stay in shape. But we're gonna get into that. But you got to speak up a little bit for me, Chop. You sound a little bit low.
Can you hear me better?
It's about the same, but yeah. We'll make it work. But
Nah,
you know
I'm
what,
gonna fix
brother?
it.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna fix it. That ain't a problem.
Okay.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
Okay. I see you got the belt hanging off your bed. Your bed frame over there. But yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, that's one
People.
of them. And there's one on the
Yeah.
other side.
Okay. Now. I know folks like to start off by asking what got you into boxing, but you actually came along at a time on the DMV where you were around when Joppy was around, Sean Bay was around, Simon Brown was around, Keith Holmes was around, etc., etc. You came along during uh during the peak time for boxing at the DMV, man. You even did some work with a brother we both know, Showtime, Reggie Green, right? So why did you get into boxing at that time? What was your motivation? And as far as your
Uh,
amateur, yeah, I think you won 119 in the amateurs, right, Chop?
I had 119 amateur fights,
Right. Uh huh.
and I won 100 out of 119. I had 19 losses.
Hey, that's a hell of a record. So, what was the motivation that actually got you into the sport of boxing? I should say why. Why? What actually gave you the urge to step in? What was the calling that made you step into the sport?
The reward, a trophy or a medal, at 10 years old. I mean,
Okay.
I was very short and little, and I didn't care
Mhm.
too much for no football or basketball because I don't like to get hit, and I can't hit you back.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I mean, I don't mind you hitting me in football, but I want to hit you back. So I want you to play offense when I'm playing defense. I don't want your teammate. I want you.
Okay. Okay, so you the type that's like the Larry Holmes and all the rest of the great ones. If you hit me, I'm coming for you. I'm coming. I'm making a beeline straight to you, and I don't need to go around your teammate or nothing else.
It's personal.
Yeah. Now, now based on the conversations we've had, you've always struck me like as this calm, smooth dude, but in the ring, you weren't no calm, smooth dude. You came at him with them right hooks and all that stuff. So how did you come up? Who actually crafted that style for you? Who was your trainer?
My amateur trainer was Kenny Mallard, and then
Hmm.
as I got up in the rankings and got ready to turn pro, he turned me over to another trainer named Sylvester Gaithers, who was
Okay.
working with Sean Bay Mitchell at that time with
Right.
Rock Smith. And
Okay.
then as I continued my amateur career, going into the Golden Gloves and getting ready for the U.S. Olympics in '92, Vest was getting ready, much older, so he turned me over to Adrian Davis.
Okay. I definitely
Yeah,
know Adrian Davis. He has about 15 or 16 world champions he trained, right?
yeah, yep,
Yeah. 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 Brother Adrian's good, man. He's a
yeah.
great, great trainer. Yep.
So Adrian was my first professional trainer when I turned pro,
Mm-hmm.
and we graduated and continued to work with Adrian until AB was too he was too busy to work with multiple fighters. Then I started traveling, getting
Mm-hmm.
ready. I was working with Pernell Whitaker for his upcoming fight,
Okay.
and then I went to camp with Sugar Ray Leonard when he fought Hector Camacho. So I just got a chance to work with other legends, and it just bettered my craft, especially with Pernell. That was my mentor.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You said Perna was your mentor, so were you his lead sparring partner, or did he just call you like on a need to call basis?
Now I was his main sparring partner when he fought the rematch with Fredo Rivera.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So what did you learn from Sweet Pea? Because I know watching him in his prime, Georgie Benton, his trainer, said that he could walk through rain and not get wet.
And he wasn't lying. And Pernell, man, I miss him so much. I mean,
Yeah.
it hurt me when I found out what happened to him. I was in
Yeah.
Vegas at that moment, and Pernell used to put on his music, and it was this artist. It was a group called Solo,
Okay.
and he would put that CD on in the gym, and he said, "You got to find your rhythm." And he used to shadow box while the music
Yeah.
was playing, and it was like he was dancing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
he was grooving and throwing punches and rolling and slipping and catching shots on the mitts, and then he would do it on the bag. And he said, Chop, you gotta find your rhythm when you in there. He said, listen to that music, you're gonna find your rhythm. He said, you can dance. I said, yeah. He said, well, you're gonna be all right.
I, I, I tell you what, man, something about y'all cats in the DMV because if you watch Marvin Gaye perform live, physically he might be there, but spiritually he's traveling the universe, which is what Pernell Whitaker was doing when he said he had to find a rhythm. He was
Mm-hmm.
freeing that soul to just fly, right?
Mm.
So he was doing his thing. That's actually great, man. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, man. That's great. Now, you went on a tear when you came into the pros. You went what 20, 22 and 0, 23 and 0, Chop?
I think it was 2021. I think it was. I got my first loss at I think it was 17. So I had
No,
17 straight. I got my first loss at I think 17-1.
nah, nah, nah. Because going by your bio, it said about 20. You went to 22 and 0. You about
Oh,
22 and
okay.
0. Yeah,
Well, I know who beat me my
yeah,
first loss.
yeah, yeah.
Lujan.
Who was that?
Daniel Lujan out of California, Santa
O-
Barbara.
Okay,
I ain't
okay.
gonna
So
never
what did
forget
he
it.
have that the other 22 didn't have?
His hometown, California, Santa Barbara, and
Come on.
he had the fans, and Ray was there. My manager, Sugar Ray Leonard, was my manager at that time,
Okay, I
and
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
yeah,
So,
I signed
yeah.
with Ray in '96 when I first turned pro.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So we fought in Santa Barbara, and he was there. In the outfit, I wanted to make a statement. So the outfit I had on was lime green, see. It was see through. The material was see through. So I had on some bikinis underneath. So they were like, he
We're gonna
really
get to that
showing
part. We're gonna get to that. But go ahead. Go ahead. Go
it.
ahead.
And I had sprayed my hair. I had hair at that time, so
Okay.
I sprayed my hair lime green, and we were in the fight, and you know how you start sweating in the later round.
Yeah, it got in your eye, didn't it, Chop?
The
Got your
the
eye.
dye it didn't get in my eye, but the dye was running down my face,
Oh my God. Yeah.
and JD Brown was like, "Man, you put this daggone spray dye in your hair now, you turning green."
Looking like yeah. Looking like a D. Looking like what is that thing? Like a
The
leprechaun from
Green
DMV.
Goblin.
Just yeah. That sounds like that sounds like a wild story, but I'm glad you mentioned the whole the thing the lingerie and all that. Yeah, because I always want to know did you were you endorsed by what is it, Chop
Victoria's Secret.
yeah.
I was trying to get an endorsement deal with Victoria's
Okay,
Secret, man.
okay.
I still would try right now today. I still wear Victoria's Secret.
You boy. TMI, baby, TMI, baby. But
Man, I
look,
ain't got no cut card. I'm not Michael
I know,
Jackson. I'm
brother.
not in
I
the
know.
closet.
I know, brother. Okay, well, we gonna get yeah, but we gonna get something serious now because I know you're a father of seven of your own children, right?
I got 11 total.
11 total, right, right. And I know that while you were boxing, you lost a family member, and
Yeah,
you
my
took on
brother.
yeah, and you took on his children. You want to tell that story?
Yeah, I helped. I didn't take them on. I just helped provide for them as they was growing up when I had the money and everything.
Okay.
But they turned out great. One is a police officer, Mike Rangelo Jr. He's a
Mm-hmm.
cop. Uh, my niece Lauren, she's a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and my other niece Ashley, she's a lawyer.
Okay. 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 Now, as I was reading down your bio and stuff, you were on a tear right before that happened, before that situation with your brother, right?
Yeah.
And how much of a mental and emotional hit was that? Because you started to go down where you were losing, losing, losing for a while, then you won, but you started losing, losing, and then you won. How hard did that hit your soul, brother?
It was personal and it hit very hard because me and my brother, we were like hot and cold. We
Mm-hmm.
bond very well, but he was in the street life. He sold
Oh,
drugs,
okay, okay,
and
okay.
I was into the sports. So it had to be a distance between us where I couldn't be around him at times because of who I am,
Right.
because they didn't want that look, being me being a fighter, your brother's a drug dealer. And then they had paid this guy to kill my brother who used to
Woo.
box and grew up with us in the neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah,
So it was personal when you know someone, you grew up with them, and then they pay him to kill your brother.
yeah. That's deep. That's super deep. But yeah, that's deep, man. And I know that took a toll on you, man, because yeah, 'cause, just based on what you were telling me right here, right?
I wanted to get some revenge and everything, and I had police watching me, following me,
Mm-hmm.
because they thought I would either do it or have someone to do it because I had money at that time.
Yeah, yeah. And what this is in the '90s in DMV, right? This is in the '90s and this happened, or was it
No, this
two
is
around?
2000. It was in
Okay, yeah.
2000.
Yeah. So, basically, back then, that's when DC was still DC. Southeast was still Southeast, and you couldn't go
It's,
to certain. Yeah.
it's worse than now.
Okay. Yeah. So, trust me, I used to spend my summers in Chillum and Langley Park area and all that stuff. So I know the area pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah, brother. But you're a strong brother, man, and you blessed for taking on that because I know a lot of people, who family members, who yeah, who wouldn't do that now. You know. So yeah, you're definitely blessed. But let's talk more about your just your career. You fought three Hall of Famers. You
Hmm.
fought Cotto, you fought Zab Judah, and you fought
Mhm.
Floyd Mayweather. Now, out of the three of those, I know what you're gonna say, but I'm still gonna ask anyway.
Go
Who
ahead.
was who was the slickest? Who was the better boxer out of all three of those that you fought?
Hmm. Boxer. I gotta go with Floyd. I gotta go
I
with
know,
Floyd.
I know. Yeah, okay. And then
Zab wasn't a boxer. Zab was more of a fighter. It all depends on what fighter Zab is fighting, who's he's in
right,
front of. Because if you try to be slick with Zab, then he will box you.
okay.
But if Zab feel that he can outbang you, then he gonna come to you.
Mm-hmm. And then
Cotto was just a straightforward fighter coming.
right, and then
Floyd was slick. Floyd didn't want to get hit, and he want to catch you when you least expecting.
mm-hmm.
His timing was on point. He had great timing.
Okay. That was gonna be my next question, but you answered that one too. As far as and you fought one of the hardest punchers in the game at the time too, at 140, Randall Bailey. So yeah,
He's a
but
Hall
let's
of Famer also, man.
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's
That's
four.
four. That's four. That's four. So and I know Cotto had some pop, but you stung Cotto. Now, now, now in the fight when you stung
Hold on,
Cotto,
hold on. A lot of people ask me, man, can Cotto punch? I don't know if Cotto can punch
you don't
because I
know.
didn't get hit by him like that. I wasn't
Okay.
sitting in his pocket to take no shots. The shot that Cotto hit me with that I felt and it hurt me was when he hit me on my hip and I took a knee. That shot neutralized my
He actually punched
power.
you when you were down too. He actually punched you when he
Yeah,
was on you. Yeah, he punched you when you were down. Yeah,
yeah, that
I
shot
saw that.
neutralized me and numbed my leg.
Oh, okay, okay. So there's a nerve or a spot right there which will freeze you if you get
Yeah,
hit. If you get
on
hit
your
right.
cup, right on the cup. Yeah.
Right. So that's where you got hit. That's okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, because I saw the fight with Judah, and I'm like, did you just have a bad night, or was he just that damn good?
No, it was personal with Zab.
Okay.
6 months before the fight happened, me and Zab had an altercation in Philly where
Okay.
him and his boys jumped me.
Mm-hmm.
So it was personal. And I said, I'm gonna get that motherfucker until the day I die. It's personal.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So I took that anger for 6 months training. I just wanted to get at his ass. So when we fought, I went in the ring fighting with anger instead of using my skills and let my hands go.
Okay. And
But I,
so.
I, I did get his ass back though. It took me all the way up to 2024 to get him back. It was personal, man.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got
Okay.
his ass in Vegas, we was in Floyd Gym. The same way he sucker punched me in Atlanta in Philly, I got his ass back in the parking lot. I knocked his ass out.
Wow.
But
Okay.
we friends now though. That's water under the bridge. We cool now.
Yeah. 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 Because I saw that fight, and I'm like, Chop doesn't look focused in this fight, man. He just looked like he doesn't look focused. He doesn't look focused because as fans, we don't really know. We understand that you got to go in there with a certain amount of aggression, but we don't know the backstory between all fighters.
Yeah, and
And it's
that one it
yeah,
was personal because Don King said, "Why y'all fighting and not get paid? Let's make the fight." And that's how the fight happened because we had a fist fight at the press conference.
okay,
We wasn't
okay,
scheduled to fight each other. I was going to fight someone else because I had just fought Randall Bailey.
right, right, right. And I saw that fight too. I saw both fights. I saw both fights. You also fought the dude out of Philly,
Hank
Frank Lundy,
Hank
but you fought
Lundy.
him. Yeah, you fought him in the later stages.
Yeah. But I beat Hank, but they gave it to him because we was in Philly.
I saw the comments, so everybody was saying that Chop Chop won that fight. I saw that. I saw that, but you came, but like I said, you came along at a time when like when the DMV was popping with just you could go to Virginia, you go to DC, you go to certain parts of Maryland, and you'll find you throw a rock and you're gonna hit a world champion. You know how
Yeah,
did
we
you
had 6 or
how did you
7 at
come
one
out of that
time.
lot? Yeah, how did you separate yourself from all those people, man?
I always been different. I'm gonna be me at the end of the day. I was never a person that wanted to be around a lot of people because a lot of people don't like to do what I like to do. I'm different.
Hmm.
I like to go to the park, go camping, go swimming, ride bikes. I'm a big kid,
Okay.
but I was grown at that time, and most of the grown people they going out to the club and whatnot.
Okay.
So as I grew up, I'm like, well, I'm gonna go out and see what it's like to go out. And I went out, but I didn't like the things that were going on when we go out. They drink too much. Niggas drink, niggas smoke, niggas get in the fight, niggas get to shooting. I want to
Hey,
live, so I'm gonna do
you,
something that I can enjoy myself doing.
you stayed focused. You stayed focused because you won that championship and you stayed focused. What was it like to win the championship? Because you were what? You were in your 20s when you won that shot?
Yeah, I took that fight on a 5 day notice. I wasn't supposed to fight.
Right, right. But you stay in shape. You one of
I'm
those
on,
fighters that actually take your career seriously. So you stay in shape.
I'm 142 pounds right now,
I know you. What are you about 50 right now, brother?
50 in 5 months.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I got you by two. I got you by two. Eh, so yeah, yeah, and you stayed in shape. So I'm glad. I'm so glad you said that because there's a lot of fighters now that get off of big fights and they're like, 2 months. That ain't enough time for me to train.
That's because they're already 25 pounds overweight.
Thank you. You know what? Thank you very much. What do you feel about that with these new fighters nowadays? I don't have enough time to train. I need at least 3, 4 months to train. I don't know 2 months. Come on now.
They're not serious and they're not dedicated to the craft or their job. Boxing is your job at the end of the day.
That's your career. Yeah, That is your career, man. Because you don't know how many times I've heard this from boxers. Because I've watched different interviews where the man comes out his mouth and says, "Well, yeah, man, he called me, tell me I got two months to train. I need more time than that, man. That's
Mm.
because you're fat, and you got to first you got to lose the weight, and then you have to train.
And get in shape.
Yeah, so you're setting yourself behind the eight ball after that, aren't you? Pretty much.
100%.
Yeah. So, and someone like you, because I saw you on your Facebook page, you have some equipment that you sell, some exercise equipment, correct? And
What
you would do,
the
huh?
frog? I was endorsing the frog. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
and the door,
equipment.
no, this one was a wheel
Oh,
where you
the
have to keep
ab
your
wheel.
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ab wheel, that builds up your frame. I don't know if you have that anywhere near you, or you just want to break it down how that works.
I got into doing that ab wheel after the Mayweather fight.
Okay.
I wasn't very strong on my core, building my
Right.
body to make it strong to take body shots.
Mm-hmm.
And after that Floyd fight, because Floyd, he's not a puncher, but he can hit you where it'll hurt, but not enough to make you not continue.
He
So
could sting you.
he was just zapping my energy, hit me to the body with little shots. And after
Turn
that
down.
fight, I said, man, I'm gonna start my core. I'm gonna get my core so strong. Nigga ain't gonna want to go to my body. He gonna want to go to the head to hurt me because my
That
body gonna be too strong.
It takes a lot of dedication, brother. It takes a ton of dedication because I wish you had it with you so you could actually show the people. And you mentioned something called the frog. What is the frog?
The frog is like a bigger version of the ab wheel, but the frog have resistant bands on it,
Okay.
and it has a board that you can actually lay over top of it and hop, and it has wheels.
Three of them,
So
or it was three wheels, right?
it has four wheels,
Four wheels. Okay. Okay.
two wheels in the front, two wheels in the back, and there's multiple exercise you can do with it.
Okay. Now, now let's talk about how you transition from boxing into being, like you said, you have endorsements. You're entrepreneur, but let's get into your cooking, man, because me and you going back and forth in videos and and on the phone about your cooking. So tell us yeah, tell us how you got started in the kitchen. Was that from mom?
Uh, 100% from my mother. I mean, as
Okay.
growing up as a child, I was the baby boy, and
Out of how many?
out of two brothers, she only
Okay.
had three. She had a total of six boys, two miscarriages and one abortion. But every one of
Okay.
the children was a boy. I
Wow.
would have had
Okay.
no sisters. If all six of us was here, it would have been no sister. And I wouldn't have been the youngest though. That would have been the cool part.
Yeah.
I would have had a little brother. I would have liked that.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
she just said, Duck, I'm gonna show you. She always made sure we were clean and her house was clean.
Yes.
So you gonna clean up your room, you gonna wash dishes, you gonna wash your clothes. Cause once she got to that point where I'm not washing your clothes no more. You wash your own clothes. You fold your clothes up. You hang
Mm-hmm.
your clothes up. And I was like a neat person because I watched my brother, Michelangelo, who got killed. The Joker used to iron his socks.
Get out of here, brother. You
I ain't
seriously?
no see, I ain't never know nobody that's that neat. He ironed his socks.
That's pristine business. He's very pristine.
He
Yeah.
his jeans was so creasy iron back in the day. He can wear them and then hang them back up, and they back on the crease.
It was so sharp it could slice bread, right?
Man, he had a line in them. So I'm watching my brother, because Mike was the middle child, and my other
Right.
brother Tony was the oldest. Me and Mike 5 years apart, so we had them different stroke bunk beds.
Okay. Okay.
So I was sleep on the top bunk, and he was on the bottom bunk. And I went through hell growing up with my brother, man, because I looked up to him because his name, he had the name
Mm-hmm.
Michelangelo. His name
Yeah.
was Michelangelo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that name right there alone is special. Like, my name Michelangelo.
I was gonna
Michelangelo.
ask you about that. Yeah, you in DC around that time, you're a black man named Michael Angelo. That's a player name.
Yeah,
Player.
I'm like, Michelangelo, that was the artist name. The
Right.
one who painted all the pictures. So your name is special. So I wanted
Mm-hmm.
his name, but I never told him. I would say to myself, man, I wish I'm named Michelangelo. And then my brother was good looking.
Uh-huh.
Man, my brother was good looking. When I say he had girls,
Yeah.
they ain't call him Pretty Ricky for nothing.
Pretty Angelo.
They called Mike. They they called him Pretty Ricky, Uncle Ricky, and he had girls, man. When I say had girls,
Mm.
he used to have three different girls a day. One in the morning, one in the evening time, and then one at night. Get to spend the night. Cause my mother sleep with her door closed, and I'd be up on the top bunk. He'd be a pay me. Look, hey, here go $10. Go sleep on the couch. Okay, I'm gone. So
Well,
I would always have money when I was going to school, man.
yeah, he sound like he
And
was
then I
pretty
used to
smooth, brother.
listen too.
Yeah, he sound like he was pretty smooth. But let's talk about you in the kitchen, brother. What's your specialty in the kitchen? And do you cook for other fighters? Are you like a like a dietitian, or how do you market yourself as a chef and all that?
I wouldn't say dietitian. I learned how to eat. Being in training camp with other fighters, seeing how they had like Pernell Whitaker. He had
Mm-hmm.
a cook. He had a chef that would cook for him. Frankie Randall had a chef that cooked for him when we were in camp. Sugar Ray Leonard had a chef that cooked for him, and I seen how the chefs were cooking for them, and I just took notes on everything being around them. And then I never wanted to be big. So it ain't what you eat, it's how you eat. And everybody asks me, Chop, how come you always eating? You eat this, you eat that, but you don't gain weight. Just because you see me with a plate of food, don't mean I'm gonna eat all that food on my plate.
Mm-hmm.
I may have two pieces of chicken and some bread and rice and vegetables, but I'm probably gonna eat most likely one piece of chicken, all my vegetables, some of that bread, and that's it. And I'm gonna have me a drink. And my drink is coffee.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Chop? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said I'm gonna have most likely I'm gonna have that on my plate, but not all of it, and then I'm gonna have me a drink.
Okay.
And my
Okay.
drink is coffee.
How you take your coffee? Just out of curiosity. How you take your coffee, Chop?
I like my coffee light, almost white, just right. Like I like my women. I want my coffee the way I want my woman. I want her
No.
light, almost white, just right, and sweet.
You know why I asked you that? Because you posted that crazy ass picture on Facebook with you with that big ass Jerry curl afro. Remember that picture?
Man, I like them light, boy. I don't want no dark meat.
Oh, you better stop or get yourself in trouble, boy. Stop.
Whatever. I ain't got no cut card, man.
No, I'm still laughing at that picture. Where the hell you find that wig at, brother?
My daughter gave me that wig. That wig up in the closet right there. I got it.
Where?
Like, go ahead.
No, where the wig at?
It's in my closet right there, hanging up.
Okay, I don't know if you want to show it to the people or not, but that's hilarious, boy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I call this one. This ain't the one you talking about though.
No,
This my go
no,
to
that's
hell
that's
wig.
that's no, that ain't the one, but that's yeah, that's one of your crazy wigs. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the yeah.
this the one I call this my go to hell wig right here, boy. I'm messed up when I got this one on. You can
I,
say that nigga had a bad day today.
boy, man, you need your own TV show, brother. You definitely need your own TV show. Chop Chop Unplugged or something. But yeah, man, because I see you in the kitchen. I think at one point you said you were cooking for a fighter. Was that your nephew or was that a actual fighter or somebody you were cooking for? One time when you did a live.
When I was living in Vegas, I had two
Right.
fighters staying with me, and
Okay.
I was making sure they eat right, man. And I love to
Okay.
cook.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. So what's your specialty in the kitchen? And chicken,
Oh,
pork, beef, what?
pork is not my specialty, but I love pork. I love bacon. I love sausage.
You ever
I
heard of turkey
love
bacon?
ribs. I love ribs. What you say?
Turkey bacon.
Oh no, I ain't mess with that turkey bacon. I didn't scare my daughter. She didn't walk in here and say, what you got on? We don't got school tomorrow. It's supposed to snow. It's supposed to snow. Yeah. Don't believe that. Well, mom, they canceled school. They ain't got school tomorrow. Who you got phone with? I'm on Zoom. Oh,
School
hello.
is closed already?
In Virginia, they told my daughter they already
Dang.
got they talking about some snow coming.
Okay, okay. You said you're talking to your daughter. Did you train her out of box too? Because I know you're training one of your sons or
I'm not the
something
one
right
that
now, right?
Nah, this one not the one that boxed. This my butterfly. That's my butterfly. Girly daughter. She my girly daughter. She pretty.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
And she's in college.
Nuh-uh, she's in high school now. She the
Wow.
15-year-old.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So do you show her your fight films and say, "Look, look, this is what your daddy used to do," and I'm gonna show it to all your boyfriends in case they get out of hand.
Nah, they already know who I am. They Google me and YouTube me.
Yeah, yeah, brother. So let's talk about life after boxing. What was it like to transition? After you retired. After boxing, and when did you know that you were going to retire? When was that feeling that came on that said, "Okay, well, this is my last fight"?
Oh man, it's hard because I just announced it last year. But I'm not completely retired because I'm back in shape. I'm back training and working out just in case if Tank fight Conor Ben, I want to go to camp with Ben. If Manny Pacquiao fight Floyd, I want to go camp with Floyd. I want that work. So
You
I'm
said something.
staying ready.
You said something about Tank. How much work you ever put in with Tank? You ever sparred at anything with Tank?
I wish I got a chance to work with that boy, but he haven't fought no southpaws like that. I want to get a chance to spar with him.
Okay. Wow. I didn't know that. Now there's another southpaw that's in DC, fights at 126. Russell. You ever did any work with Gary Russell?
Me and Gary Russell worked a couple times. Get some great spawn. I helped Lomachenko get ready for Gary Russell also.
Okay. Okay. What about the Gary Russell that fights at 140? You
We
ever put
never
any work?
spot. Now he was much younger when I was working with his brother. We haven't spotted
Okay.
each other yet.
Okay.
But if he fight a southpaw and he needs some work, I'll gladly give it to him.
He's a southpaw, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So what about what about the Peterson brothers?
I spar with both of them, Anthony and Lamont.
How are they?
They good,
They
good.
good? Yeah,
Much
yeah, yeah.
much taller, much bigger than my little butt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because what one of them fights at what 147 or is it
Yeah,
140? Okay.
147.
Yeah, man. I can see that sparring session. You two dudes probably put on some
But
Philly style. Mhm.
but at one point, Lamont was my sparring partner for the Randall Bailey fight.
Okay, that's because of his bigger size or his punch.
It was both.
Okay,
But he was fighting at 140 then when I fought Randall Bailey and
right.
he was my sparring partner. And we sparred at Riddick Bowe house for that fight.
Riddick Bowe's house.
Yeah, in Maryland when he stayed in Fort Washington.
Yeah.
We had
Okay, so
camp
he
there.
has a gym in his house.
Yeah, he had a gym in the back of his house.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 Because I know. Yeah. I know he used to live in Fort Washington. Because I drove. I didn't go into the house, but I drove past it, and somebody said, "Well, that's Riddick Bowe's house." And I was like, "Okay, yeah."
Yeah, it was a nice house.
It must have been a big ass house too. So yeah.
It wasn't super big, but it was
Mhm.
nice. It was nice.
Yeah. Yes.
With a refrigerator in the bedroom for his fat butt.
I actually never got that. I never understood that, brother.
Hello.
You good, chop?
I said he had a refrigerator in the bedroom for his fat butt.
Yeah. Yeah. I never understood that, man. How did you? Okay. Now, how did you not given like you say you cook and you're in the kitchen and you like cooking? How did you stay in shape and fight them urges off to just want to eat, 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 man?
It's not what you eat, it's how you eat. Like
Okay.
what time is it? 8:38 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't had dinner already. I ate dinner at 8 o'clock.
I ate dinner wow, at 6, 7 o'clock.
That's
I had
good.
fish.
That's good.
I had
Now
fish. Yeah.
Now your snack, you should have like some fruit or something if you're hungry.
Yeah, well, yeah,
You got your juice.
I'm actually drinking my lemon water.
There you go. And if you hungry, eat some fruit, eat some grapes or something.
Yeah, you sound, you know who you sound like?
Who?
Choppy.
Joppy?
Choppy with the fruit. Yeah, he's
Oh.
always talking about eating fruit and stuff. Yeah, yeah, man. But yeah, now, like as far as where you train, did you ever train at the House of Champions?
Nah, I didn't go uptown.
No.
I don't- It was it wasn't that I wasn't allowed up there. It was just
Hmm.
that crowd was much older than me and I was still young. We didn't
Okay.
get a chance to get up there.
Okay.
When I got
What
up in
about
age, House of Champions was closing down.
okay? What about Palmer Park? You
Oh,
trained at
100%. I sparred over there a lot.
okay. Yeah, who'd you spar with, man? Who'd you spar with over there at Palmer Park?
Me and Sean Bay sparred there, Michael Ward. I played around with Daryl Coley. We didn't spar. We were just playing in the ring.
Okay, yeah, Daryl Coley.
Too
He was
sweet.
handled, by Oscar too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Daryl Coley's, is a name that people forget, but yeah, and his cousin is Maurice Blocker, right?
I don't know if they cousin that. Probably is with that big old head.
Yeah. They tied into the family somehow. You could tell by the smile and everything. So yeah, they all tied in together. Yeah. You ever did any work with Simon Brown, or you ever been in the gym with him?
I've been in the gym with him, but we didn't spar each other. I
Okay.
watched him and everything.
Yeah.
Another great fighter.
Yeah. What about Daryl Tyson?
Oh yeah, I fought Daryl Tyson.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I want to say you beat him, right?
Uh-huh. I had to fight him before I got ready for Cotto.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of like a passing of the candle because I know Daryl had his day.
Yeah.
Daryl had his day. He's from out of the DMV too.
Yeah, I had to get that old guy though. I wasn't gonna let him get me.
Okay, so who was the one cat that you really wanted to fight that we would know as fans, but you never got a chance. You never got a shot at him.
Out of the city or just anyone?
Anyone, anyone.
Well, the first one would be Sean Bay Mitchell.
I was gonna ask y'all why y'all never did that. It didn't he work at Pro?
Man, we was promoted both by Don King, but Sean Bay, he's like bougie, man.
Hmm.
He said, Chop, man, you ain't on my level. I ain't fighting you. I said, why? You scared? He's like, nah, I ain't scared, but you ain't on my level. I said, how I'm not on your level? I knocked the guy out that almost beat you for the title. He fought
Okay.
Flores. He fought
Okay.
Felix Flores before me.
Mm-hmm.
And Flores knocked him down and almost beat him.
Mm.
But Sean Bay, no, I was too nasty. I was gonna get him. I wanted to fight him.
Sean Bay was a southpaw as well, right?
Yep. We
Yeah.
spar. We got plenty footage. We got plenty rounds in spawn.
Mm.
And he know when it was time and some 8 ounces, I was gonna get that ass.
Okay. Okay. And now, as far as a trainer, who's the trainer that you really want to work with, but you never really, you couldn't, you just couldn't connect with him. It's too busy, or you just couldn't
Uh,
connect with the brother,
I would have said I would have liked to work with Emmanuel Stewart.
and it never came about.
Nah, but I had Don Turner though. I got a chance to work with Don.
Don Turner's nice. Don Turner's
Yeah,
nice. What
man.
about
I learned so much from that old Joker boy.
Tommy Brooks? You ever thought about working with Tommy Brooks?
I never thought about it because he was up in New York and wasn't going up in New York. Tommy
Yeah.
was up in New York. I don't deal with that New York too good. Too
Okay.
crowded.
Okay. What about a Baltimore trainer by the name of Marvin McDowell, brother? You heard of Marvin
Mm,
McDowell?
nah.
Umar Boxing, man.
Oh,
Out
I
there.
know Umar Boxing. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Marvin. That's his real name.
Marvin McDowell, yeah. Yeah.
I thought his real name was Umar.
Nah, it's Marvin McDowell, man. He's friends with Too Sharp and all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he turned me on to Too Sharp, who turned me on to Winky.
Oh, Winky.
Yeah, man. Man, you know what, man? I would love to get a picture like you know how back in the day they did the Harlem Greats where everybody was sitting on the steps?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a picture like that of y'all, like the boxers, like, DMV greats. You, Too Sharp, Winky. Joppy, Sean Bay, Simon, Maurice. Hell, I could keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, Purnell, he's DMV. Hakeem Rockman, he's Maryland, he DMV. I could just keep going, man. I
Wow.
I
Yeah. That
I keep
that
going,
that would
man.
be nice if you can get that picture, because there's a lot,
Yeah, yeah.
and
There's a hell of a
everybody's
lot.
scattered out though.
If I get Ray Leonard to come too, that'll be even great.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I had his brother on the show. Roger Leonard.
Oh, oh, Dodger. Yeah, Roger Cool.
Yeah, Roger and Bunch Bay.
Oh, Bunch. Oh yeah, Bunch. Bunch.
Yeah,
Bunch can hand dance his butt off.
yeah.
Yeah, he can dance, man.
I know he's telling jokes now too. He's trying to be a stand-up comedian with my cousin.
Yeah, he can do that too. He's funny, but
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here's a train that's from the DMV. Um, Pepe Carrera. You
oh
never
yeah, I
trained on one?
like Pep. Pepe, my guy, man. I
Yeah,
learned.
yeah,
I've been around Pepe a long time, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I'm surprised that more y'all didn't work with Pepe.
We were in the gym with Pepe. Pepe was in camp with Ray Ford, Hector Camacho.
Really?
Yeah, he was in camp also. It was Pepe and Adrian Davis was helping Ray.
Okay, okay,
And,
okay. Yeah,
and I
yeah. Because
was
I know that was Ray's main guy when it came.
yeah.
Anytime, yeah, he would give Pepe a call. Get him in shape and all that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, yeah. They had a camaraderie, man. But look, I know you came on. You wanted to talk about some of the products and endorse and all that. Give it. No, I actually posted a picture of you on the thumbnail with that purple jogging suit, right?
Yeah.
Talk about that real quick, cause that is super fly, man. I like that suit. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna purchase one from you. But go ahead and tell the people about this suit that you sell. The jogging suits and the shoes and everything else.
Oh yeah, that's well. I got multiple colors. That's one of my track suits,
Mm-hmm.
and it's waterproof Gore-Tex. It come with the hood or without the hood. It's custom made to your color that you like. If you want just a solid color or two colors, and I didn't switch it up now. I dropped my DC flag inside the logo.
Okay.
So you see
Okay.
the axis, then you have the logo of the District of Columbia. And then I did a couple on for another guy. He got the one with the Maryland. So his tracksuit is yellow, black, and red with the Maryland flag inside of it.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you have one of those suits you can show us?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. Okay. I can
Turn the
see you, but
camera.
I can't see the suit,
I
brother.
know. I'm gonna turn the camera around.
Okay.
Where is that to turn the camera around? There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
This is my yellow one. That's the logo with the
That's nice.
reflective strips around the pocket. Pockets,
Yeah, that's
two
nice. Now,
pockets
what
on
type of
each side.
material is that, Chop?
This waterproof Gore-Tex.
Okay. Okay. And the sizes what sizes do you carry?
It's custom made, so I do all sizes, all the way up to a 3X, 4X.
Okay. Okay. All right. And do you have a website that they can find you at?
I'm doing it custom. I ain't done my website yet. It got an inside pocket inside your jacket. Got three pockets on the pants, one
Okay.
on each side, one pocket in the back.
And as far as the colors, what kind of color? Do you have a set colors, or you get any color you want?
Whatever color you want, I got multiple colors.
Okay. That's a nice one and a yellow one, man. I like that.
This the purple.
Okay, so that's the one you have on in the picture.
Yeah, that's the purple one.
Yeah.
That's the green one with the hood.
Okay, now you said they waterproof. Are they super hot, or are they breathable and all that?
Now they breathable. It
Okay.
has
Okay.
a light lining inside.
Okay.
That's a polyester material one right here. This not waterproof. This is the newest one. I haven't dropped them yet. That's with the single axe on the back,
Okay.
single axe on the front. This is a
Now,
great young guy got killed in DC named Pee Wee.
wow. Okay, was he a rapper, or what was he?
Nah, he was just a regular guy who used to go
Hmm?
out with Keith. He used to hang with Keith Holmes all the time, but he got
Hmm?
accidentally killed, got hit with a bullet. They were shooting.
How is Keith Holmes, man? Keith Holmes, one of the most quiet dudes, and you don't hear his name at all, man. How's he? How's the brother doing?
Keith Holmes doing good, man. He got his vegan products going, and
Okay.
the sea moss. He got his sea moss bags of sea moss and everything.
Okay, so he's like you. He stays in shape.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. He's still working out. He's about 168, 170 pounds
Okay. Okay.
because he fought at 160 middleweight anyway.
Yeah. 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 Did, okay. Did he ever fight Joppy? They never fought, right?
Nah,
Nah. I always wondered why they didn't fight because both of them were champions at the same time.
yeah. I wish they would have fought.
Yeah. 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 So you know who? Yeah, so who do you think would have won that?
I think Keith would have got him because of the distance and reach. And this was a great one also.
And listen, you got someone coming up. It says I'm trying to put the brother on, but it's saying I can't put him on. Hold on a second. It says edit name. I don't need to edit name. His name is Randall Bailey. Let me just type that. I'll just type that in, since you know who it is. I'm trying to get him on. Randall, I can't get you on for some reason. It says edit name. I don't know why it says edit name. I can see you clearly in there, but for some reason, hold on. I want him to just come up here and surprise you, but I can't get the brother on. I don't know why.
That's
Hey,
my boy right there.
hey, Randall, man, try again to log on. Log off and log on again. I don't know why it's telling me to edit name and I can't put you on the panel. I don't know. Matter of fact, Randall, come in. Log on to the YouTube. I'm gonna send you the a link for the YouTube. And, you could jump in the chat. You hold on a second for me, Chop.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna I'm gonna send him the link for the YouTube, and I should be able to pick him up from the chat.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because sometimes the Streamyard really gives me problems and all that. So okay, just log on from here. I had someone else I wanted to jump on with you too, but I don't. Are you still? Yeah. Okay, Chop, you still here? Okay,
I'm
good.
here.
Yeah, I had someone else. I'm gonna see if he could jump on too, but that's gonna surprise you because he's pretty good in the kitchen too. Yeah, he's another cook, and his daddy was a knockout artist.
Oh, you talking about my man Julius,
Yeah,
the
yeah. I don't
Hawk?
know. I can't keep my mouth shut, can I?
Yeah, his dad was a knockout artist. He is a chef.
Yeah, he is a chef. He is a
Yeah, I
chef.
want to
So
cook
yeah.
off with him. We need to get on the cook off. I want to see who can cook.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me see if I can reach out to him and just let him know you want here live. Y'all two can chop it up. But man, I saw them suits, man. Like I said, the picture that I posted on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I'm in love with them suits, man. I'm okay. Now I got a question for you. Why is it that so many boxers retire and they seem to fall on hard times, but you seem to basically, you one of the few that stay steady? Because we always hear the stories about fighters, they leave the sport, then they fall on hard times. How are you just maintaining and living the life that you want to live? You know?
Me, I took good care of my money,
Mm-hmm.
and then I always I box. I just retired, so I'm not. I just stopped last year,
Okay.
and I just done right. I wasn't no splurge person to go out and blow no money. I have wife and kids. I
Okay.
ain't got time to be blowing no money. I gotta make sure bills are paid at home.
Okay. So you still married?
Yeah, we just
How-
separated. We live together.
Okay. Okay. Hey, bless up, man. That's definitely a blessing, man. That's definitely a blessing because you always hear these nightmare stories about fighters. And these dudes, I'm not talking about just any and all fighters, but you have some fighters that were great in the ring. Then after boxing, they're like destitute and they need help. And it breaks my heart, man, when I see that stuff, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, you ever thought about starting something to help out retired boxers?
I would love to, man. I would love to. I would love to.
Okay.
It
Like a
takes a
charity,
team. It
like a
takes a
nonprofit?
team. It takes a team to get anything done Like
Mm-hmm.
I want to write my book, and we trying to find an investor now.
Mm-hmm.
We have the people that want to write the book and market it. They're gonna do the marketing and writing and everything. But I need an investor because the funds that they want the 20,000 up front. I can't drop you 20 up front for you to
Right.
start doing all the writing. Then I want to get it detail for detail where I got shot at, how my life should have been gone, but I'm here for a purpose, man.
I like the way you just skipped over that. You said where you got shot at.
Yeah, I was shot in my spine. I
This was in
shouldn't be here,
D.C.
but I'm blessed, man. God,
This
I'm
was
here for a reason.
this was in D.C.
Yeah, 1997.
You turned pro in '96, didn't you?
Yeah, I got shot the day, 2 days before the day before Thanksgiving. I got shot on a Wednesday.
Wow. So I mean, was it a straight bullet or I don't know if you want to talk about the situation, but how did that come about, brother?
Nah, it was meant for me. They wanted to rob me for my Eddie Bauer coat in Southeast Minnesota
Okay.
Avenue,
Okay. Okay.
and they ran up on my car, said, "Give me your coat," and they started shooting through the windshield. And I
Mm.
opened the door and started running with the big coat on. But when I got hit in my back, I took that coat off, and then I got hit in my leg as I kept running.
Mm. Okay. Wow, brother. Wow. And you survived being shot in the spine?
They didn't want to do the surgery, but I called Sugar Ray Leonard, who was my manager at that time. I had just turned pro,
Right.
and I had to sign a waiver for them to do the surgery and remove the bullet out my spine.
And you still fought the way you fought because you did a lot of, upper body movement.
Oh yeah, I got
There
right
you
back
go.
in that gym.
You strong brother, man. You strong, strong brother. But we coming down to like 9 minutes, which would give us about an hour, man. So I don't know if you want to promote anything you have on social media, and then we chop it up for the next 9 minutes. But what you got going on social media that you want to promote?
We working on Chop Chop Kitchen. Over the weekend, I was at a young lady's house. They watched me grow up in the D.C. area, over in Southeast. I
Okay.
was up 37 over a great lady. I call her my mom because my mom, she's not here. That's my mom right there, y'all. But
Hmm.
they watched me grow up and they helped raise me as a good kid because I was
Hmm.
bad. I like to play and stuff. And she wanted to taste my cooking, and I went over her house and cooked dinner for her. And Miss Darlene, who I grew up with, also helped raise me. She came over and we had dinner and listened to some music and dance, and we had fun. So my brand is branding my Chop Chop Kitchen apparel, my apron hats, my jackets. I already got my boxing gear and everything. We about to come out with the wrestling shoe for the high schools. I'm gonna see if I can get the wrestlers to get them in my product with my wrestling shoes now.
I gotta get you down here, man. Once I get my things set up with the college down here, I gotta get you down here so I can
Oh
do
yeah, cause
some.
I know y'all got wrestling down there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do. I gotta get you down here. I mean, hey, it just takes time and opportunity, brother. But uh, listen, I want to talk about some current affairs stuff with you, man. The stuff that's
let's
going
go.
on in boxing. I saw a fight the other night with Teofimo Lopez. You see that fight?
I heard of. I didn't watch it.
Okay, this was my issue, right? He was fighting a guy who obviously really didn't come to take the title. He just came to move around in the ring. I mean, he moved around, he threw punches, but he was not aggressive whatsoever.
Right.
Like when you fought, you did the upper body move, but you were aggressive as hell, right? This
Cause
dude,
I gotta win. I gotta show the judges that I'm coming forward. I'm winning. That's what they looking for.
yeah, this dude didn't come to win. He just came to like show up. So Tiafimo, for his part, did not know how to cut off the damn ring, right?
Mm,
So he basically won because the other guy didn't do any damn thing, right?
right.
Same thing. Hold on a second. That's Randall. He's doing. No, let me give him a call real quick. All right.
Go ahead.
Let me give him a call real quick. Yeah, you can still hear me.
I can hear you.
Matter of fact, I'm not going to call him. I'm gonna text him and tell him, log on, log on. I'm gonna tell him to log on. Okay. Hold on, y'all. If you st- okay, I sent him a text, so you tell him to log on in the YouTube link because I can't pull him up from his phone for some reason. Right?
How old is Randall Billy?
You asking me
40?
that? I don't know. I figured you would know that, but let me finish about the TFE, right?
Go
But
ahead.
but
How old is
after
Randall
the
Billy?
yeah, but don't yeah, but during the the post fight, in the ring, right?
When is his birthday? Yeah.
Yeah, the first thing he said out his mouth was because the audience was booing, right? They were boo, 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 booing, and he said, "Yeah, yeah, boo, boo." Then he invited the audience, to his penis.
He said what?
You heard what I said? Well, I'm gonna just say he told the audience, to eat a bag of dicks.
Oh,
Tell me something, man. And then you flash forward a couple of months ago with Mr. What's the brother name? Mr. Stevenson at 140. Mr. You know who I'm talking about. First name is
Shakur?
Shakur, right?
Yeah, 35.
Yeah, he no, but he moved up. Yeah, exactly. He moved to 135. He had a bad performance at 135, and he told the fans, well, you didn't have to come. What the hell is going on where fighters feel that they could just spit in the face of fans like that who give their time and their money?
Because they think it's all about them at the end of the day. They don't know the fans is the ones that pay you. Your promoter pay you, but the promoter got to promote the fight, and the fans got to buy the tickets.
Yes, sir.
So if
And
the tickets are not selling, then your purse gonna be cut short.
and time, you can never get back time. Yes, yeah, because as fans, we have to drive to that arena. We have to drive to wherever you're fighting and all that stuff. So you can't be turning around telling the fans, eat a bag of dicks or don't come out to the fight and stuff like that. I mean, especially when you had a bad performance, that's not on the fans. That's on you, right?
You're right.
I mean, because you what 30 years old, you can't cut off a damn ring. You can't cut off the ring at 30. You got no one else to blame. You got no one else to blame but you. And then in the same sentence, Chop, he's like, yeah, eat a bag of dicks, and thank the Lord.
What?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
well, you already know he hasn't grown up yet. He's still immature.
Yeah. You can't be doing that, man. I don't understand that. But then let's fast forward now to Tank. Because he was trying to Haney was reaching out to him for a fight. Tank's trainer said, and I heard it because I saw the podcast where he said it. Tank's trainer, which is a cool dude, 'cause I know him from out of
Calvin.
Baltimore. Yeah, from out of Baltimore. He said on the live to keep my fighter's name out your mouth. Now if someone's trying to make a fight with you and offer you $20 million, you gonna tell them leave you alone?
Tank is more than $20 million though.
How so?
Look what
How
he
so?
has done. I mean, look what he has done. He's worth more than 20 million.
What has he done? No, no, no. But okay. Well, let's just say that's the start. That's just the start to negotiations. You still tell them to leave your name out your mouth. That's just a start.
Yeah, 20 is a start, but he should have look, man. We want to give you 30 million.
Okay, but listen to me. You said he's more than 25. What has he done to make him more than 25? What has he done?
Multiple weight classes. He's still undefeated. He's putting
Uh,
everybody to fucking sleep.
Against who?
Everybody he got in there.
Exactly. He's not fighting none of the top guys. He's just fighting people.
Okay, so who you talking about? Who Devin Haney fought?
Well, I can tell you that he fought some guys that we would recognize. He fought the Lomochinkos of the world. He fought the Linareses. He fought the Cambosas twice in Australia. Those are guys that us as boxing fans would actually recognize, and even some mainstream people would recognize. I'm not knocking Tank. I'm just saying,
I recognize the people that Tank has fought. Pitbull was a dog, and Tank didn't want to give him a rematch.
but Pitbull is not a commodity. He's not someone that's known. He's just
But he got a
he,
country behind him. He got Mexico behind him.
really because it didn't do well on pay-per-view. But here's what
But
I
if he
think is
fight, but
going
if
on
he
with
fight
Tank.
again, if he fight again, it's going to do way better than it did the first time.
Right, right. But here's what's going on with Tank. The fact that he fought Ryan, who's a part-time boxer, he fought Ryan, and Ryan has a ton of fans. And then you combine that with the fact that Tank doesn't sell pay-per-views, but his live gates do great. So you combine the live gate that Tank brings and the fact that Ryan has all these other fans. That's why that fight between Ryan and Tank sold so much. But Tank in there with anybody else is really not going to sell. But if you put him in with Haney, that'll sell. You put him in with the TOs of the world, that'll sell. But he's not going to take these fights.
Um, I disagree on the
Hmm.
Haney part because Haney don't sell.
No. Haney don't sell by himself, and neither does Tank. Tank will do the live gate. He'll sell out the live gate, but he ain't selling no pay per views. Because really, to me, in this era, is no pay per view fighters. Now, it's pay per view fights, that cards that can be made, but it's no pay per view fighters. You can't
Because the
tell me
fighters
one.
don't know how to sell themselves. They ain't
No,
into selling themselves.
no, because they're not really market. They're not marketed or built to sell
Exactly.
themselves nowadays. Because look at because the last two, there's only two of them that were built to really work that way, and one of them
Floyd.
had a. Okay, the first one was Anthony Joshua. He's a star overseas. He's not really well accepted here, but overseas in that market, he's killing it. And then you take Canelo. He had a country behind him, but he still had to be built a certain way, and he took the hard fights to get where he was. He didn't take the easy route to get where he was. He took the hard fights to get where he was. So you have to build your fight a certain way, which already, right?
Yeah,
And I don't see a
I
lot
mean,
of.
and for example, you got to say Floyd. I mean, Floyd fought everybody, and he mocked himself though. He talked that shit and he backed it up.
Yeah, well, Floyd, yeah, but he took Oscar De La Hoya to push him over the top. If he never fought Oscar, he wouldn't be in the position he is today.
Nah, he fought Shane Mosley, beat Shane.
I was after Oscar.
So if he didn't fight Oscar, he still would have got Shane Mosley out of there.
Yeah. But Shane wouldn't have pushed him over. You got to understand that Oscar, Oscar was this generation's, Sugar Ray. He was the golden boy, hence the name.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was the golden boy. Shane was just well known to us, but he wasn't a golden boy, right?
right.
Even though he called himself Sugar, he didn't have that.
Nah, he
He didn't
wasn't
have
the
that type.
golden.
Yeah,
He didn't grab a gold medal. That's why Oscar
no.
was golden.
Nah, and Shane was an incomplete fighter, man. You could tell because what was Shane Achilles' heel? What's the one thing he couldn't deal with? A good boxer and a jab, which is why Vernon Forrest took him to school twice, which is why
So
he should
true.
have never fought Winky Wright. Why? I don't know who told him to go fight Winky. He should have never fought Winky Wright. That's never fought him. He should have took the fight with Tito Trinidad. That actually would have been a better fight for him. Should have
Man,
never took that.
Tito would have knocked him out.
I don't know about that because Tito's Achilles heel is the left hook. Tito had that chin. He would go down. He would
But
go
when he
down,
get up,
and then he
your
would
ass
get
is
up.
in trouble.
Huh?
But when
Yeah.
he get up, you
Uh
in
huh.
trouble.
And yeah, because he would either knock you out or punch you low. Right. So yeah. So that's a fight that he should have took because he would have did better because he had no chance to beat Winky whatsoever. Winky's a very, very talented boxer, and he's too damn big for Shane.
Yeah.
He was just too damn big. So I don't know why. I don't know what got in his head to take that fight, right? But but if you look at it nowadays, you have fighters like let's take the Wilders of the world, let's take the Charlos and the Spencers. These dudes should have been household names, but they weren't built to be household names. They weren't built to be that way. How do you have twin champions and you can't build them?
Cause
How do
they think them fighters, man, them Charlo boys, they got too much street in them.
they don't look no, they
They
talk a
don't
good
think about
game.
they think about I'm a street nigga, I'm this, I'm that. They ain't thinking about
Hmm.
marketing, promoting, branding themselves.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say what you don't want to say.
What?
I don't like that word, but that's how they think because in all reality, they talk tough, but when it comes time to produce, how do you get slapped in the face by
By Jake,
by Plant?
Logan,
Plant
whoever it
sl-
was.
Plant slapped you in the face in front of your wife, and you ain't scheduled to fight him. You ain't scheduled to fight him, and
That's
then
crazy. That's crazy.
and then you go out and talk all this stuff about you want to fight Charlo. This the other brother. You get to fight with Charlo, and you don't even show up. You don't even show up. And look, every fight you ever fought, win, lose, or draw, you showed up.
I love to fight.
You
That's
showed
the
up.
reason why me and Zab Judah had that fight.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna hit me. You ain't gonna sucker punch me and get a chance to live and talk about it. I'm gonna get your ass back.
Yeah, yeah. And then, just to take it back to Tank, he went. The Sheik was offering him. The Sheik said, "Well, come and talk to me about the fight with Haney. Talk about, to talk to me. I want two Ferraris before you even talk to me." What kind of foolishness is that?
Yeah, but first of all, they can't talk to Hank because they gotta talk to Al. They need to talk to Al
That's something else I want to know. The dude is just an advisor. So why does anybody need to speak to your advisor?
because his advisor is the one who pretty much make the decisions, the best decisions for him.
Wouldn't that be the manager?
There is no manager. The advisor is the manager's part. He's playing the advisor,
Okay, so he's the manager and the advisor.
pretty much. Yeah.
So he's wearing two hats. So why is it that all these cats always say that they're free agents? That we free agents and we got this and that promotions and that promotions. But every time you talk to them, he said, "Ask Al, ask Al, ask Al." How are you that free, but you got to turn to another man to get get your questions answered?
Because someone who know more than they ass know, that's why they got that man on top.
But see, that's on them, isn't it, Chop? Because I say that all the time. Boxing's not the business. You, the fighter, is the business. Boxing's the outlet for you. You, the damn business.
But they don't think about boxing. They don't think about outside the ring. All they know is boxing.
Mm, mm,
For example,
mm-hmm,
we're gonna
mm-hmm.
jump on AB, Adrian Bruner.
Right.
He would have been a fucking billionaire. His name was AB the Problem.
All about billions, yeah. All about billions and AP the yeah,
He
yeah.
called himself the Problem. He was the problem. He gave everybody problems when it came to fighting.
Mm-hmm.
All you had to do is market yourself. You already got your advisor. You got Al Heyman. Hey, I'm gonna change my image. I want to market myself. I'm the problem solver. Come up with a device for kids in school. Help them with their reading, social studies, science, language arts.
He's
They,
another one. Mm-hmm.
they already got, hold on, they already got one device. It's called a calculator. So now you got a device that's helping kids with other subjects. Change
Yeah,
your image, become a role model, stop doing all this stupid shit. You'd have been a billionaire.
yeah. He's another one that he had a $40 million offer on the table and he turned it down.
Exactly.
And then
Not thinking, not thinking.
he invited someone to his penis too. How you going to a business meeting and invite someone to your penis? I don't know what's up with these dudes, man. Now, Adrian Broner is like he's so likable though. For some reason, he's like Bobby Brown. He's like that one cousin that everybody has in the family. He gonna mess up. He gonna piss you off, or you gonna be like, "I see you.
He gonna get in trouble.
I see you next Thanksgiving, bro. I see I see you."
Yeah, that's
He's just
him.
likable, man. But he has his moments where he gets down and then he gets back up and he get. Hopefully, he can stay steady because I think this is what I think. Okay, the boy that beat him, I can't think of the boy's name right now. He really wanted that rematch, and then Floyd stepped in and took that fight. He should have never did that. He should have let Adrian get that rematch with that boy.
With Madonna.
Yes, because clearly, Adrian Broner could have outboxed him, but he stood his ground with him. He didn't box him. That's why I think he got his jaw broken in that fight.
That was a good fight, him and Madonna.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
and then
robbed me
Floyd,
when I fought Madonna.
you fought him?
I beat Madonna before he came to the US. I beat him in Argentina, but they didn't give it to me. That was a Golden Boy card.
Oh, okay, I didn't know about that one. I didn't know about that one. Well, yeah, because then again, I wasn't checking for his name on your resume once I saw Judah, Kodo, and everybody else. But yeah, I didn't know about that, man. How was his power?
He can punch, but he was wild back then.
Okay,
Robert changed him, made him
okay,
a better fighter.
okay. Now let's touch on Deontay Wilder, Fury, and Joshua. This is the first era, as far as you know, and as far as I know, because I'm a little older than you, that this country has no heavyweight champions, has no heavyweight prospects. What the hell happened to the heavyweight division over here in the great US of A?
Well, we had one that was Wilder.
Yeah.
We had.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, but he was a heavyweight that can punch. He
That's
wasn't
all
a
they could do.
heavyweight. He wasn't a heavyweight with balls that can get in the nitty gritty and get down like Holyfield and Mike Tyson and Rick Bowe. He wasn't
No,
like that. He didn't have balls like that.
you want to know why?
And when
What
he
you know already. Okay, you
what
name Bo, you name Tyson, you name Holyfield.
Holyfield
All three of them had what? They had the
balls,
fundamentals.
and they can fight. They wasn't afraid to fight.
Nah, all three of them had the fundamentals. Wilder didn't have the damn fundamentals, did he?
No.
Nah, and he didn't listen to Breland.
Hmm.
He should have listened to Breland. Breland was the perfect dude for him. Breland was a tall, lanky dude like him, and he came from out of he was in Kronk for a while, and and Breland is the architect of of Vernon Forrester's style.
Yeah.
So he should have listened to him. But now he's talking about he lost the fight. Okay, now listen to this, Chop. So he had a signed contract to fight Joshua if he won the Parker fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is Wilder. So he lost the Parker fight. Now he's saying that Joshua is afraid of him and he should still fight him. Where in history of boxing do you lose a fight and still expect to get the golden ring after you lose the fight?
Well, if he still wants to fight, he gonna have to accept whatever Eddie Hearns and them gonna give his ass.
They're not giving him nothing.
See, so they ain't gonna get the fight then
Yeah,
because
but
Al can't negotiate for you now.
yeah, because you lost. Okay. Now, okay, now let me ask you this. Let's say you had an offer on the table for 3-fight deal for 120 million. You gonna take it, or you gonna call it slave wages?
I'm gonna take it.
What if your advisor tells you not to take it?
Then I'm gonna sit down and have a meeting with him one on one and say, why wouldn't I take this?
Mm-hmm.
What other fights gonna bring me this money? What other 3 fights gonna bring me this money?
Mm-hmm.
Shit,
And
hold on.
mm-hmm.
I may get one other fight and then I'll be in a fucking car accident.
Mm-hmm.
Or I may get sick.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't
So
guaranteed.
so why do you think Wilder turned it down? Talking about he taking a chance on himself. How'd that work out for him?
Well, he'll be on the shelf for a minute.
I would have took the fight, man. I would have took that fight, and win, lose, or draw. I would have had enough money in the bank, and then I would have still been able to fight Tyson Fury later on down the road and made even more money. I wouldn't have left that. I wouldn't have left that money on the shelf, on the table like that. But now this last one we gonna get in. They're talking about Spence and Crawford the rematch. Is there even a reason for a rematch?
If they want to see Spence get beat up, yeah. But I mean, Bud trying to do other things. Bud trying to get the Canelo fight. Hopefully tomorrow Canelo
Is he
make the
trying to get that?
announcement.
I mean, I didn't hear him say that. I heard that there's talk about it, but I didn't hear him say that. All I heard him say is that that he's that he's too big. He's too big for me to fight. In his weight classes for a reason. That's all I heard Bud say.
Well, from the other talks I heard, he say he want to fight Canelo. He'll go up to 3 weight classes to 68, and they can
Yeah,
fight.
I don't see that fight happening, brother. I really don't see that fight happening at all because if I'm Canelo, what is there to gain by fighting Bud Crawford?
Besides money, that's it.
Yeah, besides money, which I have already. And right now, I could make more money fighting. Let's say I could make a whole lot of money fighting what's his name? Munguia, because he's a fellow Mexican and he has a following in Mexico, just like I have a following. And he put us both together, we're gonna sell out, right?
Yeah.
So why am I gonna take you on and you have a chance to actually move up and beat me, and then I'm tarnished where I can beat this dude because he's green as hell and he's not as active as you.
Well, they're gonna have to do something because they got this PBC new deal now with Prime, Amazon.
Yeah, but Chop, man, you ever hear that old saying about insanity is to do the same thing over and over again? They have a new deal, but they conducting business the same way. So what do you think is gonna happen?
They're gonna continue to do the same thing.
Yeah. So how do you put Martin, what's his name? Charles Martin and and Luis Ortiz on as a pay-per-view fight.
Oh no,
How you do
Martin.
that?
Martin is not on no pay per view. Neither is Ortiz.
Exactly. But
But they trying to turn all fights into damn pay per view now. You notice that?
no, no. I can say this about Don King. I was never a big, huge fan of his, but he gave the people something for their money. Okay, when Tyson got locked up, he put on good cards. You can see three championship fights on one card, right?
Yeah.
And there was no slouches. It would be, excuse me, it'd be like Simon Brown versus Maurice Blocker on that card, and then it'd be like Michael Mora versus the White Buffalo, or what's the brother name? Francis Buta from out of South Africa, right?
Yeah, but Don King had had pretty much all the fighters in his nest. Now, Bob Byrne got some, Al got some, the Zone got some with Golden Boy, and
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to come together and make the fights.
And that's another stupid thing. When did it become sensible to not cross promote fights?
It's about the money. It's all about the money. Who want the money? The promoters making the money. The fighters
Yeah,
getting paid also, but the promoters are also getting that money.
yeah, and then this new foolishness they got where they were talking about Haney and Tank have a fight that it should stay in America, that it's a Black American fight, and it shouldn't go over to Dubai to fight. You should go where the damn money is, shouldn't you?
You sure should. I mean,
What is it? Yeah,
if that country going to give you more money, then go get it.
yeah. What is this foolishness about this that it's a Black American fight? What the hell does that mean? You be honest with you, you don't pay attention to the whole social media boxing scene like I do. Some of the dumbest people are on here who have podcasts and talk boxing. And honestly, if you spend like a couple of hours listening to them, you'll come to realize these cats don't know boxing. They just like drama.
I ain't gonna spend no time. I stroll. I be strolling.
You be strolling, which is which
I
is
be
what you
stro-
should do.
I be
Which is what you
strolling on
should
social
do.
media, seeing just strolling through, and then I'll put what I'm gonna put on my page, and then I'm out.
Exactly. Like, okay, like Chop. I've been on here where people have pulled out guns on each other and all that, talking all that madness, and I'm like, you really, you really think you're gonna shoot somebody for argument you had on social media? Really? So you gonna get locked up and go to maximum security. They're gonna be like, why are you in here for? Oh man, this dude was trying to check me on social media, and I found him and killed him. Oh really? Come in the shower with me real quick. I mean, come on, man.
Crazy.
That's just a bunch of foolishness, but that's the way boxing talk goes nowadays. And now you got Bernard Hopkins and Haney's dad getting into it.
And what's
Bernard
that
Hop.
all about?
I don't know the whole story behind that. I know Bernard invited him to the bathroom, and that could be taken a couple of ways, bro. That could be taken a couple of ways.
Nah, that's only taking one way,
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
couple of ways. You come in the bathroom, motherfucker. We gonna fight.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, listen. You don't invite people to your penis, and you don't invite them to the bathroom and to step outside or none of that. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. I mean, to me personally, I much rather put on panels like, okay, let's say if I had you on a panel with Kevin Kelly, Randall, Andre Rozier, and some Marvin McDowell, some other people, and we start talking boxing, because we could break down fights, right?
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, we could talk about current affairs, just a lot of different things in the whole aspect of boxing. These cats can't do that. I can, right?
Right.
That's my goal. I want to put on these panels, man, but I'm not with the foolishness. I used to you go to these panels and just laugh at these folks, but I don't do that no more. This is my brand right here. This is the Troy Graham experience. Just like you have your brand, right? Chop chop. I have
Right.
mine, the Troy Graham experience. My goal is to build this, and I want to take y'all. I want to be very honest with you. I want to take some of y'all with me, man. Especially since I spent over 30 years in the DMV area, right?
Right.
I used to go to the gym with Simon Brown. He's
And
my he's, he's
he
my
was just at the
godfather,
fight Saturday night.
huh?
He was just at the fight Saturday night in
Oh,
DC.
okay, yeah. I I've known Umar Marvin for over 20 years now, going on about 23 years, right?
Right.
So I know him. So man, and he has a sharp one coming up too. He has a youngster that's at 140 right now. That's about he's six. He's either 7-0 with 5 knockouts, or he's 6-0 with 4 knockouts,
Let's
something
see.
like that, right? He's a southpaw, Mr. Mojo, right? And he's only 20, 22, I think, 22, 23, and he's a southpaw. You know, how tall are you, Chop?
5'6" and a
He's the
half.
same height. He's about an inch taller than you.
Mm.
He's about an inch taller than you, but the brother has a little pop in his punch, you know. And and Marvin built him from the ground up, just like he did with Franchon Cruz. Now, the Franchon Cruz you see right now, that's not Marvin's work. I was in Umar boxing gym when Marvin had her, and she was diamond tip sharp.
Mm.
I don't know what you're looking at now with Franchon.
Mm.
I don't know what you're looking at now with Franchon, but you know your boy. Before we close
Headbangers
it,
got her.
huh?
The headbangers got her now, right?
Yeah, he's actually cool, man. You know, what's that brother name? The dude who trained
Barry
him. Yeah,
Hunter.
Barry's a very cool spirit, man. But she needs to come home. She needs to come home to Marvin. She needs to come on home to Marvin. But before I close it out, this Friday, man, I got your nephew coming on here, one Mr. Troy Isley, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
make sure we tap in.
definitely. Man. I'm gonna send you the link. You tap in and all that, and but definitely. But look, brother, as usual, it's always a pleasure having you on. You know, I know we went around the whole diaspora and talked about a lot of things, but we definitely had a good time here. Hopefully, you know, you enjoyed yourself and all
Oh,
that.
I
I
did.
Yeah, man, because I wanted you to come on and just talk about transitioning from, your as a fighter to entrepreneur, your fatherhoods and that situation with your brother and all that. And
We'll get back into it. We'll set
yeah,
another date.
yeah. You know, I'm gonna try and get your boy on here with you, but I know we ain't gonna get no work done. I keep saying it if he come on here. You know what I'm talking about.
Which boy?
Showtime.
Reggie?
Yeah, that's my boy, man.
man,
Reggie's a
man,
good dude, man.
Reggie love to hit niggas in the body. He like to go to the body.
You know what, man? He told me to ask you about that. He did tell me to ask you about that one time.
Man,
You said you ask him about the body shots. I used to hit chop with them body shots, man.
man, he used to throw them bodies. I was like, God damn, he can punch. That little joker quick too. I said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit his ass with the hook to slow his ass down.
Hey, man. You ever been in the gym with Andrew Council or like Troy Jackson or any of them brothers?
I've been in there with Andrew Council.
Okay, and Troy Jackson, nah.
Nah, not Troy Jackson, but Andrew definitely.
Andrew was nice, man. Cause I was in Rockville with Andrew.
I sparred with Andrew before, but he went light with me.
Yeah. What about Les Johnson? You heard of Les Johnson back in the day?
I heard him, but I never got a chance to work with him or nothing.
He was a smooth white dude from out of Frederick. He was a southpaw.
What?
Yeah,
You heard
southpaw from out of
this
Frederick.
other fighter named Antonio Reese?
Damn, that name sound familiar. You know, tell me about Reese. Tell me about Reese. Yeah,
Star Child. His boxing name was Star Child.
where was he out of?
DC.
Okay,
He was over there at Impact. He was from Impact.
okay. Well, no, I didn't know him. I didn't know him. I didn't
Oh
know him. Yeah.
man, when I say he was a common copy of Sugar Ray Leonard,
Okay.
man, Star Child was the reincarnation of Ray. That young Joker can fight, man, and
Hmm.
he can put on a crowd, man. He performed. He was fly and flashy. He
And
was slick,
what happened to the brother?
man. Them streets. He got involved with Don
Oh,
King daughter, Dana Jameson,
yeah.
and then they just went downhill, man.
I hate hearing them damn stories, man, because it was a basketball player from out of DC who taught Allen Iverson the crossover. I keep forgetting his name. Uh, he went to Georgetown with him.
No,
Went to Georgetown with him. He's like a DC legend, and I can't remember the brother's name. And he let the streets take him too. Allen credits him for his crossover, right?
yeah,
I just can't remember the brother's name, but there's so much talent here, man. Because I've been here since I moved to Germantown in '88. That's when I moved to Germantown, and then from there we moved to Severn, right? And so, but I used to spend before that, we were in Chillum back in the early '80s.
yeah.
We used to live in Chillum, and I had some family members that lived in Langley Park and Tacoma Park and all that area, right?
Right.
And I used to fight with them boys over there because I was from New York, and and I came down with an attitude like I'm from New York. I was young, man. I was 13, 14, and boys didn't want to fight me one on one, so they jumped me, right? And I used to hold my own and stuff when I went to see my aunties over there, and they were like, "Man, you come down here with this New York stuff thinking you're gonna do something." I was like you, Chop. I mean, if you hit me, I'm gonna punch you back in your day. Hey, it ain't gonna be a good night for either one of us.
Right.
Yeah. So I had my time, and then over and where is that, man? Georgia Avenue. Northwest
Seventh
Apartments
Street.
over there, huh?
Over there for 7th Street.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I used to, yeah, them boys used to box over there in the basketball court. Now I was right up there with them. I used to laugh at them. I used to laugh at them because I was in training then, and I would go out there, man, and I'd be able to hold my own with most of them. But it was these three brothers called the Hawkins brothers. Uh,
Mm.
Tracy, who I'm real good friends with. Terrence, no, Terrence is the youngest one. He's my age group, and Timmy. All of them could fight, man. Tracy gave me fits. 6'4" southpaw.
Dang.
6'4", bro. Brother gave me fits. Terrence's arms are so long that he could slap box for God, man. Them boys could fight, man. Yeah, but all right, Chop, man. It's been a pleasure, man. I know we chopped it up about a bunch of stuff. I tell you what, man. I'm gonna reach out to a couple of people, man, to do a panel, and I'm definitely gonna have you back on, and I'm gonna send you the link so you can chop it up with Troy Isley when I have him on too. All right.
All right, that's a bet.
All right, man. Thank you for coming on, brother.
All right, thanks.
All right, brother.
All right, bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was another beautiful episode of the Troy Graham Experience. We went all over the diaspora with that one with Choppy. Chop, 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 chop. Not, yeah. Yeah, we went all over with one Demarcus Corley. Uh, the reason why we so familiar is because I've interviewed the brother a few other times when I was with Major Key, and I believe I interviewed him one time on here before, or we were supposed to interview, but it fell out. So, that's the familiarity I have with him, and we basically keep in touch off air and all that because he doesn't live too far from me. So, he's a good brother, man. His story, whenever he puts that book out, is incredible, and he was 22-0 at first, and he won the championship and all that. And then he lost, and he won the championship. And then when he lost his brother, that took a great deal of effect on the brother because he lost, then he won, then lost, and won. But you also have to look at the competition that the brother was facing too. We talk about Zab Judah, Hall of Famer, Randall Bailey, Hall of Famer, Floyd Mayweather, Hall of Famer, Cotto, Hall of Famer. You know, he wasn't fighting no slouches. He was just in there. Like he said, they would call him on 5 days' notice. He was there. You know why? Because he stayed in shape. He did his job. He did his job. He wasn't here to play. He didn't take boxing as a play thing. It was a play thing. It was the reality of it is that was his life. And the brother's still in shape now. He could outrun and outjump a lot of you cats in your 20s. You know, I'm gonna get him to post a video on here with him doing an exercise wheel and that frog that he talked about. That stuff is difficult, but all those things build your core. And once he gets his website up, I'll direct you to where you could get them suits. I'm getting those suits, so you're gonna see me on here wearing them suits, and it's gonna say Troy Graham Experience across the chest, and you're gonna know who my supplier is because it's him, right? So, but much respect to the brother for coming on, and me and him are gonna talk and do some business in the future, and I'm gonna have him back on when I do my panels. And this is just, a labor of love with me, man. I don't like the foolishness I see on a lot of these podcasts. I like to talk with people who actually are passionate about the sport and could be real with it. I don't. You can save all that other nonsense. I don't. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. I'm about real boxing conversation. I could break down fights. A lot of these cats could just break with these damn debates they have. They breaking down drama. They're not breaking down fights. That's why I never got involved. I told them it was some bull, shiggity. But look, It was a great night, brother. I have to jump in the shower. I got to go somewhere in the morning, right? So I got to find a song to get us out of here. I'm all hype now, so I want a hype song. What song should I play for the peoples? What song should I play? I don't even know what song I should play, but it's gonna be something nice. I mean, real nice. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling, y'all. That's why I'm killing time and scrolling. I want something nice to play us out with. This is my song right here. Well, this is my nephew, y'all. This is my little nephew right here, Mark Jr. You know, uh, I don't even know what the hell the name of the song is. It's ETRNL. E trial. You pronounce that ETRNL. This is my little nephew. I'm gonna let him sing us out. So bless up and big up yourself, and thank you for coming.
Down for the ride, you stay. Down for the ride, you stay. When I needed saving, you came in. Oh, when I was trying to do it in my own way. Full of emotion, I'm down and I'm broke. Never knew love till you came in and showed it. Till you came in and showed it. Your love is everything. By the time things had changed, your love didn't drought. By the time things had changed, you showed me out. I see the signs, I realize all the things I did to you. God showed me how. I don't need no rebounds. Lost in my own ways, Lord, make me better. I need new life with grace. Don't want nobody making the same mistakes. Won't you stay down for the ride?
Bless up and big up yourself. One and all. That's still my nephew singing, man. So I'm gonna just talk over it. So bless up and big up yourself. Thank you for your time, and please subscribe and share, and just I want to blow this thing up, man. I want to take you on a ride. I'm going on a ride. Bless up.